Hello. Hello, 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 hello. First one in the room. First one in, last one home. There's a Virgo for you. Blessed Ostara. Blessed, blessed, blessed Ostara. Vernal equinox, first day of spring. Just checking, when's the exact moment? 11:50 p.m. is actually the moment of Ostara when the sun enters the sign of Aries, the first degree of Aries. So we're not even quite there yet. And boy, what a busy day it has been. Why? Because muggles work from sun to sun, but witches work never done. Say hi if you're in the room. Because I see, oh, now there's one person in the room. There was two, now there's one. That's okay. People come and go as they need to, I suppose. I hope you're all in your jammies. I am. Well, actually, I sleep in the raw. I sleep in the buff, but, you know, I'm not doing that on YouTube. Why? Because that's Pornhub, not YouTube. It's not going to happen here. Besides, my mother watches my channel, so not going to happen. Talk about getting demonetized, pretty PDQ. All right. So, Blessed Ostara, we're going to get started in a little bit. Just waiting for some more people to jump in the room so I can give the opening prayer. Isn't that called a benediction? Yeah. You know, I am a retired minister, minister of the Silver Broom Ministries. I don't even know if the ministry still exists anymore. When I walked away, but good, which is a good thing. Which, as a result, I can't do weddings anymore. It's okay. I can sign up online and be able to do it in a pinch if I need to. But so turns the wheel of the year, right? So I'm very, very... well, today was a busy day. I was going to say I'm really tired, but I'm not. I'm inspired. I did the 11 a.m. thing here, and then I chatted in the Facebook group earlier today, and then I did 2 other readings. I finished I did the Aries soulmate reading. I did the Aries full moon reading. I did the Taurus full moon reading. I just streamed for half an hour in my Facebook group, so you guys are the last thing of the day. And I still have a friend that I'm going to talk to. A couple of people tonight want my ear before the day is done. Hello, Dee Hansel. Hello, Julie. Merry meet to you all. I'm very, very, very delighted that we made it to Ostara, vernal equinox, spring equinox. I've had a candle going pretty much consistently. I wasn't going to let it burn overnight. I blew out the candle about here last night before I went to bed, let it burn, stuck another yellow one in there, and this is the 3rd candle. So keeping that eternal flame idea going. So before we get down to business, we'll see who else jumps in the room, but do you understand that the empathic piece is really important to what's happening right now? I've had so many conversations with people just today, let alone over the past week or so, really starting to come to terms with their own empathic skill, that they are feeling other people's emotions in their cell tissue, and they're like, what's wrong with me? And it's like, there is nothing wrong with you. The best metaphor I can give is planet Earth as a pressure cooker, right? And there are certain people who've been working on themselves, or not working on themselves, I don't think it matters anymore, but wanted some kind of spiritual healing or experience or said a prayer, and they've become a clearer valve to release the pressure. So please, if you feel like you're losing it, you're not. You're letting go. There's a difference. You're letting go of the pressure. 2% of what you're feeling is probably your own, but the other 98% can be the people around you, in your neighborhood, in a certain 3-mile, 10-mile, who knows how many mile radius, because the illusion of separation is dissolving. So why wouldn't it dissolve first, right, in the spiritual body and then the mental body, right? Like the synchronicities and finishing people's sentences and knowing things are going to happen before or while they're happening. And now we're going through the emotional dissolution of the illusion of separation. And I would rather be a vehicle and a vessel for that stuff to come up and out. If it keeps some teenager from killing themselves, then yeah, that's okay. I'll take the grief. I'm good at grief at this point. I've lost so much in the past couple of years that And it's not that it's no big deal. It's an incredibly big deal to the child of my heart, my innocence, my inner child. But he knows now that I'm never going to abandon him again. I'm never going to pick another guy over him, that if he's hurt, he gets taken care of. And in that, my empathic skill has gotten stronger. It's made me a better reader, certainly a better listener, a better healer, and I think a better human being. I've become so compassionate, and forgiveness comes easier once you've cried a lot of tears, believe it or not. It's just my take on it. So if any of you are interested in joining the Mark Angelo Lyons Mal for short private Facebook group, just go search it. If you subscribe, as soon as I can get a hold of it, I will be allowing you to come in, because we just did a little bit more of a deeper chat about Ostara at 9 p.m. Eastern. So we're following up this with the card draw. So let's see, Mary Meet. My migraines have been off the chart recently, so bad I cannot have my hair braided as I do usually. I hear that. It's a time of intensive self-care. Now, I always talk about Matt Kahn. He's been posting some amazing stuff on his Facebook group page. I think he has a page. And his regular memes on Instagram are pretty stellar. But he's really putting out some stuff. He did a live stream today. I think it was through Hay House. I don't remember. It was really good, talking about everything that's going on. And to me, this whole situation that we're dealing with is bringing us together. But the truth is that we've never been separate from each other. So what's really changing is we've been looking through a glass darkly, and those lenses are being cleared and removed gradually. But I don't know, it seems like it's happening pretty quick, right? Hello, Olivia. Hello. So I do have some cards ready. I didn't even know which decks I was going to use today. You know, I usually do the Oracle decks because they're a little bit easier. But tonight, because it is a pagan holiday, we're going to go Daughters of the Moon Tarot for each, and we're going to use the new one. I like this new one. The Angels, Gods, and Goddesses Oracle. It's a little direct. It's a little surly at points, right? It's just like, you don't know me. Like, and if the Oracle deck can trigger me, it's got some power to it. So we'll pull those in a little bit. But I want to give a blessing first. Like that's... I'm verbal. You notice? I am verbal. And, words can hurt and words can heal. And I've hurt enough through words, let alone the words I've said to myself. I've really turned that around for me and for everyone else by trying to chew the edges off the truth, not to dumb things down, but to make them more compassionate, right? Truth without compassion is brutality, says His Holiness the Dalai Lama, and I've been using that for myself as well. But we are in a time of radical truth right now, and radical spiritual truth. The ancient maxims, we are one, right? We are all one. It's not that we're connected. We're not cut from the same cloth. There's just one cloth, the quantum field. And we really can only get through this together. And I kind of like that we're all being isolated, because this is how I live my life day to day. But what gets me through everything is breath and prayer. Breath and prayer and meditation and service to others. And my service to others is verbal, right? Both as a clairvoyant empath, a reader, a spiritual counselor, and just as a friend and a son and a brother to all of humanity in this life. So spiritual teaching and all of that. Nice job, nice work if you can get it. I'm just very, very blessed and happy that I made it to another Sabbath. And I'm very, very happy that you're here with me tonight. So how about I give a little bit of a blessing. Love the Daughters of the Moon Tarot. So beautiful. I know. I found this deck. I went to a party when I was 18, 19 years old. And a dear friend of mine, her name is Ellen. That's all I'm going to say. She had the black and white version because it originally came out in black and white and you could color it in. I'm a Virgo. I got the black and white deck, but I could never color it in. I'm like, no. But then they put out a color one, and it's one I've been reading clients on the majority of my career as an adult, although I had been reading people before I was an adult, right? So I'm going to give a little prayer, a little Ostara blessing. because at 11:50 is the official moment, and we will maybe be here together for that. So I will keep an eye on the clock as well. Cool. So you ready? You ready for a little song, a little dance, a little Ostara in your pants? Oh, this bracelet, this little jingly hippie bracelet here, my mom gave me when they sold the house in Bayshore, and I moved here, and they moved up to Saratoga. And this is the jingly bracelet, the totem of the goddess Persephone. Now, when you see how it's like a cuff like that. So when it's this way, she is in the underworld reaching up to her mother. But at 11:50 tonight, if I can remember to do it, it's okay, I don't have to do it, I will turn it upside down where she will be in the upper world reaching down to her husband, Hades. Because I do love some functional jewelry. Maybe that's the whole entire lore of witchcraft, is that cool silver functional jewelry. Boys, come down with mama. They're fighting upstairs on the king-size bed because 3 cats can't fit on a king-size bed. I know you'd think it was queen, but no, I am the king. Cool, cool. All right, let's do this. Take a few deep breaths, please. I believe the moon is still in Aquarius. I can check that. There's an app. Oh, it's 11:11. 11:11, make a wish. Okay. It's the same wish every damn time. That's okay. Where are we? Where are we? What's the moon in? Yes, we are still in Aquarius until the 21st. Excellent, excellent. So let's breathe. Dearest God, Goddess, all that is, my pantheons of the divine, my guides, our guides, masters, teachers, gods, goddesses, saints, angels, totems, healers, and ancestors, please gather around all of us, no matter where we are, whether we're watching live or later, in a great force field of light, containing and protecting the work, the blessings, the readings that we shared together tonight. We ask that all information and energy that exchanges between us tonight does so clearly, cleanly, and for the highest good of all concerned, whether it be between us in physical form, whether it be between us and those in the non-physical form, that we may receive the guidance and the grace, and we may express our love, our gratitude, and our esteem, our honor to the divine, both within and without, for the well-being of all. Dearest God, Goddess, all that is, I ask that you please bless each and all of us with an activity of the graces of the solar plexus. The third Sabbath, Ostara, matches the third chakra, the solar plexus, whose sacred truth, honor thyself, has been lost in a sea of narcissism, and rather to see that self not as the lowercase s, although we need to honor the ego and the personality as well as it grows with growing pains, but that we are able to honor the self with the capital S, the higher self that dwells within us, not hovering above like an angel, but immanent here and now, the silent witness, the truth of who we are, the soul that was chosen to play the role in the bodies and with the names we carry. So please bless us now with the solar plexus graces of the grace of understanding and the grace of discernment. Understanding that we may digest and absorb the truth from the experiences we have, not this third eye knowledge, but this solar plexus gut understanding, that we may understand each other's pain and fear and grief and sadness and depression, because we've all felt it. That we may extend compassion through that understanding, that we may reach out through the subatomic particles, through the quantum field, to hold and support each other as we hold and support and honor our own feelings, because we're all in this together. May the grace of understanding give us a deeper depth of compassion for all those who suffer, so that we may have a greater capacity for enjoyment, for joy, for happiness, for contentment. Not that contentment, but that contentment. That as we plumb the depths of our emotions in our cell tissue, that we understand the foundation, that the deeper we go is the highest we rise. And to truncate one is to truncate the other. And we came for the entire spectrum this time around. As well as please bless us with the solar plexus companion grace of discernment, that we may trust that if something feels off in our solar plexus, something's off. That survival intuition, that personal power that no one else gets but us in the solar plexus, whether someone's lying or something's wrong, or just that feeling of, I don't have the energy for this. I need to get out of here. I need to get out of town. I need to get out of Dodge. I need to back away from this and go pray. I need to go rest. And to know that our honor codes, what we will stand for and what we won't stand for, biologically programmed right here in the energetic dynamics of the solar plexus, telling us always on a survival level what our guidance and grace is moment by moment, so that we can also feel what's right, so that we can also feel what is a match, so we can also feel what is our destiny moment by moment, breath by breath. Dearest God, Goddess, all that is, we ask that the goddess Persephone, as she rises from the underworld, that she rises up within us, renewed, refreshed, reborn, revitalized, rejuvenated, refurbished, rehabilitated, all those fun re's for the well-being of all. Please join with me. May we be blessed. Breathe. May we be blessed. 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 May the grace of understanding and the grace of discernment move through our energy fields outward with every breath, blessing every man, woman, and child incarnate, that they may tune themselves to their own divine guidance and grace, their own highly individualized curriculum, so that they can get on a guttural level. You can't really get it wrong. It's all a learning curve. No one's judging us up there. It's only us judging us. So can we endure with integrity, knowing that the gods don't judge because they never did. They see the quantum game. That's why we have everything that they have, except they don't have anything extra. That's why they're gods. That's why they're angels. That's why they're masters. They are essence, and yet still retain that unique quality that makes Archangel Michael, and Hera, Hera. And of course, Persephone. My gods, my angels, may we remember our own personal power, and may we be blessed with it in a time that perhaps we have been preparing for, not just all this life, but perhaps every lifetime before this one, that we may serve, be the best that we can be, love wisely and powerfully for the well-being of all. So mote it be, and so it is. Oh, I do go on, don't I? Check it on. Hey, it's called the grace of prayer. Oh, by the way, you know what I'm going to do for you all? Don't tell everybody, but I am going to, tomorrow at some point, go to my website, go to the store, and make my 2 ebooks, Spell Ingredients from a Professional Witch and Words of Grace from a Professional Witch, free for 24 hours. And I will release that information sparingly, but so that y'all can get it. It's an ebook. You can upload it, download it, whatever that is, to whatever device you're on. You get a link. And if anybody has any problems with it, email me, because people have here and there. But, you know, technology. And it's free anyway, so we'll get it to you eventually. Cool. Cool. All right. So you ready for some card draws, huh? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Your makeup is terrible. We are going to use the Daughters of the Moon Tarot, and we are going to use the new Oracle deck, the the Angels, Gods, and Goddesses. So we're going to do Aries through Pisces, one card each. If you'll bear with me, Sun, Moon, Rising sign. So you'll get at least 3 if you know what your Sun, Moon, and Rising Sun are. You know, Sun and Moon are easy to find. You just need to know the day you were born. If you know the time, that might be helpful. But you do need to know what time you were born to get your rising sign. Well, I'm no astrologer, though. It involves math. Ow. Ouch. Ready? Let's do this. Here we go. We're going to start with Aries. Everyone, please breathe with me. My goddesses, please, one card in clarity for the Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising sign for this Ostara season. So from Ostara to Beltane, please, one Daughters of the Moon Tarot face down, and from the Angels, the Gods, and the Goddesses, please, one Oracle card for the Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising sign from this Ostara to Beltane. You've got the clay woman, 3 of Pentacles, taking the clay beneath your hand, turning it into something beautiful and practical, but not yet ready for the kiln. Oh, the kiln is over here, right? To be fired into something permanent, right? So it's creating that foundation with the Angel of Clearing. Your time of waiting and confusion will soon be over in terms of an initial stabilizing creative thing in the physical world. Now that makes sense for where we are on the planet right now. And by the way, this deck is very, very big on boobies, I've noticed. It's very booby-esque, I would say. So the clay woman, 3 of Pentacles with Angel of Clearing. So you think of that 3 as, I always see this, the 3 of Pentacles. Oh, like tonight I made my Italian chicken soup. It's so good. All right, so I had my cans of tomatoes, and I had my carrots and my celery and my onion and my garlic and my parsnips and my just all my stuff, right? And the chicken, obviously. And I had it all together, and I had all my spices and my dill and all of that. But just because it was on the table didn't and ready on the stove didn't mean it was soup yet, right? That's this 3 of Pentacles, that there is clarity. Your time of waiting and confusion will soon be over. So good. You're getting all your ingredients together. All of the constituent pieces are coming together. That sounds lovely, don't it? Just. All right, Taurus, breathe. My goddesses, please. One card in clarity for the Taurus collector, Sun, Moon, Rising sign. For this Ostara season to Beltane in May. One for the Taurians, and the same, please, my Angels, Gods, and Goddesses. An Oracle card for the Taurus collective Sun, Moon, Rising, this Ostara to Beltane. And who do we have here? We have the Capricorn card, all right? Slow and steady wins the race. Look to your boundaries. Slow down, relax. You will get there. Nobody runs up a mountain, right? This is the father of the Zodiac, my Taurian, so at least it's a fellow Earth sign. But that you kind of get that there are boundaries that need to be in place. I think we're well aware of that on planet Earth right now at the moment. And the Angel of Union, a partnership is blessed and destined for greatness. But take it slow. It's slow and steady wins the race. Greatness doesn't necessarily mean overnight manifestation. It means that it's been a long time in the process, maybe lifetimes, but the Angel of Union, a partnership is blessed and destined for greatness, and no one says it has to be a romantic sexual one, but I hope if that's what you want, that's just stunning, darling. How about for them Geminis? Love it. Yeah, everybody loves Aries. Zoiks. I saw that. Okay. The Geminis. Oh, my Geminis, my twins. Bless your hearts. All 2 of them. Technically 4 of them with the light and the dark you got in there, you evil twins. Okay, here we go. I'm allowed to tease Geminis. I dated all of them. Oh, my goddesses, please. 1 card in clarity for the Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising. Please, please, please. 1 card. A piece of your divine feminine guidance and grace for the Gemini collective for this Ostara to Beltane in May, face down. And please, my angels, gods, and goddesses, 1 oracle card for the Geminis as well, please. The Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, this Ostara to Beltane. Let's see what you got here. Now that's weird. You got the Taurus card. So really focus on the Taurian energy, 2nd house, lifelong values. We're not asking Geminis to ground themselves. We know that's not possible unless they have Earth in their chart. I'm always screwing with the Geminis. But this is Corn Woman, the great Corn Mother. I always think of her as Demeter, right, who is the goddess of Taurus. So I wear her totem, the vial with sacred oil, which this candle is dressed with, the green candle. So something about your lifelong values, right? Your long-term durable stuff, Gemini. And you have with that the angel of psychic ability. Your intuitive and psychic abilities are strong at present. So tune your intuitive psychic. I hate that word psychic, but yeah, Linda Georgian, Dionne Warwick, I'll live. That thing really then tune to your intuition, tune to your clairvoyance, your clairaudience, your empathy, that there's something of great value, of lifelong value there, perhaps in terms of manifesting or bringing into life something from this Ostara to Beltane. And Beltane is essentially May Day, depending on who you read. For me, I always try and shoot for the astrological cross quarter. Yeah, but that's me. I'm old school. Cancerians, right? 4th house. We ready for the Cancerians? Let's do this. Breathe with me. Oh my goddesses sacred, please, 1 card in clarity. For the Cancerian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising sign from this Ostara to Beltane in May, please, 1 card, Daughters of the Moon for them. No, that's 2. Just 1, please. Just 1, please, for the Cancerian collective. There we go. And the angels, gods, and goddesses, please, 1 oracle card for the Cancerian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising signs. Thank you. Thank you. They're still new. They're still sticking together. Let's see who you got. Okay. Oh, well, the Cancerians, you got the 4 of Flames, the conflict card. There's only 1 dragon, but it looks like 2, right? So get to the heart of the conflict. It can be within yourself. It can be that you want something, but it's like, I want it, but that element of fire and desire, I would choose this, but I can't. But what's interesting about that is you got the angel of new life. Now, we've got 4 angels in the first 4 cards, and there are also gods and goddesses in this. So our first line across, I'm doing 3 lines of 4, very angelic. The angel of new life, an exciting new chapter in your life is about to unfold. But I have a feeling it's being born as a result of conflict. You have thesis, you have antithesis or antithesis, and together they make synthesis. Something new is created out of those 2 opposites coming together. So out of conflict comes new life. And I like the wording of this. An exciting new chapter in your life is about to unfold, as though you were pregnant with your new life all along, but didn't know it. Like those reality shows where people who don't know they're pregnant, then all of a sudden they have a baby. I don't know. In my last life, I had children. I was a woman in my last life. No big shock there, but not this one. Yeah, I knew I was pregnant when I was pregnant because I was a tiny little thing. In other words, the belly bump was big, but it was a belly bump. Let's go to Leo, shall we? I swear to God, there's no drugs or alcohol in my system. This is just me after a long day. But it's nice to do it in my own home, and I can run around naked later if I want. I won't, though. Although I have blackout drapes, no one would ever see it. I'll talk about Leo. Oh, I'm Leo rising. Oh, this is me. That's why. Here we go. Breathe. As Mark goes nonlinear for all the world to see on Super Chat. Oh, and if anybody wants to tip me, hit that little $ at the bottom. There's a little slidey scale thing. Send me some cash for Ostara. Toss some coin at your witch. Oh, Lily of the Valley of Plenty. My goddesses, please. One card in clarity for the Leo collective. Sun, Moon, Rising sign for this Ostara to Beltane. What's one card for them, my goddesses? And please, same thing, my angels, my gods, and my goddesses. One oracle card for the Leo collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Ostara to Beltane. We got a lot of court cards here tonight. Y'all got the Virgo card. Now, since I am a Virgo, I'm not going to take that too personally, although Virgos are not very good at not taking things personally, even if we have read and memorized the 4 agreements. But we're looking at 6th house energy, right? 6th house, healing, occupation, service. Now, occupation, not necessarily what you do for a living, but what are you occupied with? Because that has a direct effect on your health, right? Occupation and health. So what are we occupied with right now, Leos? We may very much want to be seen. Well, get yourself a YouTube channel, because otherwise do it from, don't leave the house unless you're supposed to. And what do you have with that? Another angel, the angel of emergence. It is a time for the real you to emerge. So does that have to do with service? Does that have to do with what you are occupied with? Does it have to do with your occupation in terms of what you do to make money, your work, not necessarily your career or your vocation? Those are 3 interconnected but separate energies. But the angel of emergence, that something is rising from within you that might very well occupy you and have to do be a boon and a benefit to your healing, which would make sense. Like that angel of new life, perfect for Ostara, right? First day of spring, that rebirth. And as well as emergence, as Persephone emerges from the underworld, that is also within us. The archetype of that which was dormant and sleeping for a season comes back to life and rises within us. Not just erection, a resurrection. Not the same thing, although not necessarily mutually exclusive. Oh, shall we ask about Virgo? Let's ask about Virgo, shall we? Well, since we just had the Virgo card in the Leo position, I'm just jumping all over the place tonight. The gods and goddesses are like, not that one. Not going to matter. My hand like air hockey. Remember air hockey? My goddesses, please. One card in clarity for the Virgo collective. Me too. Sun, Moon, Rising signs for this Ostara to Beltane in May. What? Give us one. A clue, a tip, a hint. What's going on for us Virgs down here in the holographic game of human life, being the servants to all like occupation and health oriented? Please, my angels, same thing. My angels, goddesses, and gods, please, one oracle for the Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising sign, this Ostara to Beltane. Next, finally, a goddess. We've got 5 angels on the table, and we get a goddess. But we are dealing with the 2 of Pentacles, the card of balance, the bull leapers, these women who, as an acrobatic feat, would run towards bulls as they charged at them, grabbing them by the horns and flipping over them, showing the power of the divine feminine in balance, to take action when is necessary to bring things into balance. I love the 2 of Pentacles. And by the way, we also have the 3 of Pentacles on the table. We've got a lot of earth. We've got the 3 of Pentacles. We've got the Capricorn card. We've got the Taurus card. We've got the Virgo card. We have all 3 earth signs. We've got Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn on the table, as well as this 2 of Pentacles. So I guess that would make sense with Persephone being an earth goddess. She must be working with us directly. Not shocked. But this balance with the goddess of psychic protection. What? I can't believe it says this on the card, but it does. What you balance, you create. No one can harm you. I swear to God, I know it's, I don't know. Wait, hold on. Don't worry, I'm wearing pants. Don't freak out. Can you see? I know it's backwards to me, but someone said that it's right way. Yeah, it says balance, balance, balance. So Virgos, what you balance, you create. Oh, what you believe, you create. Sorry about that teeny tiny calligraphy. What you believe, you create. No one can harm you. Oh, I get it. The psychic protection. I only got this deck 2 days ago. Unfortunately, it didn't come with a, a magnifying glass, but I have one, don't I? And of course, it's not up there. Yeah, anyway, we're halfway through. Yay! I'm keeping my eye on the time. Because what time does this sucker happen? It goes there. All right, 11:50. All right. We can get these done, and then we'll have that moment at the very end. Rightio. Libra. Oh, lovely, luscious, lascivious Libra. Scales. Scales. I'm singing scales. My goddesses, please, one card in clarity for the Libra collective. Sun, moon, rising sign from this Ostara to Beltane in May. Please, one card in clarity for them face down. My angels, gods, and goddesses, please, one card in clarity for the Libra collective. Sun, moon, rising sign. Another earth card. Here we've got the Seven of Pentacles, appraisal, which means to assign value, right? You're going to have something appraised, with the goddess of beauty. B to the E to the A to the U to the TY. Beauty. You are a wondrous being of light. There is nothing to change or fix. Unfortunately, I didn't make this Venus sign because then that would apply to me. Figures. Libras. Libras. If I could only just figure out what to wear, but look, there's nothing you need to fix. But keeping that in terms of appraisal, are you appraising something that does not need to be fixed? Something to contemplate there. Libra moon, great fun for you all. Say it's only a Libra moon hanging over a Pisces sea. But it wouldn't be make-believe, but chances are it is. What's after Libra? Scorpio. You know the Scorpios always have it a little bit rougher than the rest of us. You know, ruled by Pluto, Hades, god of the underworld, and husband to Persephone. I wonder if they have an open marriage agreement, considering they don't see each other for 6 months in a row. I'm sure they visit each other. They're gods. Breathe. My goddesses, please, one card in clarity for the Scorpio collective. Sun, moon. We'll take that one. Sun, moon, rising sign from this Ostara to Beltane in May. And my angels, gods, and goddesses, please, one oracle card for the Scorpio collective. Sun, moon, rising from this Ostara to Beltane. The first major arcana card goes to the Scorpios, the card of strength. Now, this is not about, you know, picking up the dining room table and throwing it across the room kind of strength. You should know that by now. This is about courage. That's why you always see the lion there, emotional strength. The grace of fortitude, which if you read Carolyn Mace's stuff, the grace of fortitude is the diamond walls of the soul of the castle surrounding you, right? It's very much a containing grace, right? But also the emotional strength to endure, to keep going, courage to follow your heart, which really means not follow so much your emotions, but to follow your love, to follow your soul, the promptings of the soul. And with that, you have the angel of pleasure. Take pleasure in the things that you do, but it might also mean have courage as you take pleasure in the things that you do, to be brave. Because sometimes, say it with me, you gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you gotta stay together. But all I know, love will save the day. Such a great song. I love mantra songs, don't you? Don't you just? Oh, 4 more left. 4 more left. We've got 11 minutes until the moment, so let's do this. Please, my goddesses, one card in clarity. Oh, let's do this. One, please, for the Sagittarius collective Sun, Moon, Rising. Oh, I like this. How come we never did this before? One, please, my goddesses, for the Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising sign. Oh, this is like assembly line. I like this. My goddesses, please, one for the Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising signs. Oh, and please, my goddesses, one for the Piscean collective Sun, Moon, Rising. All four from this Ostara to Beltane next. And this will get you out of the way. And here's what I'll do. My angels, goddesses, and gods, please, what is the perfect oracle card for this Sagittarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising sign from this Ostara to Beltane next? Okay, the card of deception, the Four of Swords. It's a little hard to see the other two swords under her. Otherwise, it looks like the Two of Swords, which means either you are doing the deceiving, being deceived, or deceiving yourself. And with the angel of the God of reflections. The qualities you see in others are simply your own reflection. Oh, snap. Wow. Psychological projection much? Come on, we all do it. But to have a look at that, maybe people are projecting onto you as well. I made a determination a couple of years ago to stop accepting other people's projections onto me as my own reality. It's bad enough I can feel them doing it. I don't have to believe it myself. So really take a look in the mirrors in terms of the people in your life, because that right there, if there's a deception, that's probably a projection. The qualities you see in others are simply your own reflection. And by the way, that can also be the magnificent. You know what we do to celebrities, right? We put them up on pedestals. What we're seeing is our own magnificence, our own grandeur, our own beauty, our own divinity. Just to flip that one up a little bit, turn it upside down, which would make more sense for Sag anyway, because you're all fabulous. Please, my angels, goddesses, and gods, one oracle card for the Capricorn collective Sun, Moon, Rising sign from this Ostara to Beltane. Oh, we went from the Two of Blades to the Three of Blades. Focus, very different than the Rider-Waite version, right? There's a Sphinx in the background. There's a pyramid, another three, a maiden, a mother, and a crone, focusing their mental energies. With the Angel of Finances, honor and give thanks for the blessings you are about to receive. Really focus on that, Capricorn. Now, by the way, Capricorn is also being highlighted in the Taurus. So if you have any planets that way, or if you're dealing with anyone with Taurus energy, perhaps include that as part of your focus. But the Angel of Finances, honor and give thanks for the blessings you are about to receive. And keep in mind, Ostara happens in another 8 minutes. So let's get these last two down, shall we? My gods, goddesses, and angels, please. One oracle card for the Aquarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising. Who do we got here? Well, we've got the Five of Blades. We went to the 2 to the 3 to the 5. So this is about the hurricane. Many, many thoughts and changing of thoughts. Often standing in the center of the hurricane is having everybody else's thoughts and opinions circle around you, but more on a mental level element of air. That's not always such a bad thing, like brainstorming. But with the Angel of Abundance, a steady flow of abundance is about to manifest. So if you find yourself in a spin, in a tizzy with all of these thoughts, right, about money, about abundance, and not just money, financial abundance, but that extra that we all need right now when things seem to be so dwindling. Be aware of your thoughts, that you're not driving yourself crazy, rather to know that a steady flow of abundance is about to manifest. Cool? Oh, good. We'll have plenty of time. So the last card down, as I like to say it, last card down, last call, last card. Here we go. My angels, goddesses, and gods, please, one oracle card here for the Piscean collective Sun, Moon, Rising sign, because Pisces moons are wonderful, because I'm one. Please, for the Piscean collective Sun, Moon, Rising signs, what say you for Ostara to Beltane? This is so Beltane-y. Well, let's say we're going to start with The five of flames, Pele, big explosion from the inside out, Kundalini rush, passion exploding. And why do I use that language instead of something more destructive? Because we got the angel of soul love, soul love. Time to look at how you value yourself, issues of self-love. So there is a big, passionate explosion of self-love, soul love. In other words, love of the soul, which is to me being the mate of your own soul or becoming the soul mate. So all of us want our soulmates, right? We want our happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, romantic, sexual, satisfying soulmate contracts to come through. But how do you become the mate of your own soul? That's what loving your heart is. That's what loving what rises is. That's what loving the inner child is, right? Unconditional love of self. It absolutely clears and cleans the slate for your romantic lovers. But remember, we have soulmates as friends. One of my dearest friends, my friend Mark in Brooklyn, my soul brother, my soulmate, we help each other heal. That's what soulmates do. We help each other heal. And that we can help our own souls grow and evolve by taking the risks, by taking the journey, by taking the hero's journey. And the soul returns the favor by giving us access to the divine love that we truly are when we need it, when we allow it in. Cool, cool. So there we have it. We have 4 minutes until the Sabbath. So even though I've been chatting a blue streak because you guys can type it, I actually have to keep talking to do this. I really want to say that, my God, I didn't think I was going to make it this far in this life, in this career, in this journey that I've been on. I remember being young, wanting to die before I hit 30. Well, I saw Logan's Run at a very young age. What can I tell you? Renewal. Is it reborn, renew? I don't remember. But very, very much Persephone, very much Ostara. And I want you to know how truly thankful and grateful I am for you all, for YouTube, for everything that has happened in my life to bring me to this point. I know we're all in a tricky, sticky situation globally right now, and that's scripted. That's just part of the divine plan. We don't have to like it. We don't have to accept it, but we can begin to say, well, this is beyond our control, nature being what it is. And so that I am still alive says that there's still hope. They sent me down this time. I don't think I had to come back. Not that I was some brilliant bodhisattva or something like that. But apparently I got some specialized skills, and that's why I've been a freak, right? I've never really fit into any group for very long because I didn't come in to follow any one particular doctrine or path. I'm not here to make anybody else happy. I'm here to fulfill my role in the divine plan and then get out of Dodge. I don't know if I'm coming back again, although Matt Kahn says that once we croak, we realize the value of this place and we want to come back as soon as possible. We'll see. In the meantime, I just want you to know how much fun I'm having doing this, that every time someone tosses a coin at the Witcher, at the Witcher, through my PayPal me or here on Super Chat, it's not that it makes me feel better about myself, but it's just kind of cool, right? That I used to drive around in a red Jeep Wrangler with a white cloth top from Manhattan to Montauk in my 20s, doing readings in people's living rooms, right? In storefronts all over the place. And that was in my 20s, to now be in my 50s, early 50s, mind you. This is just a miracle to me. And it couldn't happen without you. For all of you who helped me get to 1,000 subscribers so that I could monetize and make some money doing this. It was completely unexpected. But therein lies the world that we're in right now. All of this is completely unexpected. And it sucks while you're in it. Believe me, it sucks for me because I can't go and do the things that I would like to do as freely either. But we are all in this together. So that's why I think it's so important to praise, feel gratitude, and send love to those in your life that have made a difference. To my friend Mark Wendland in Brooklyn, to my friend Anthony, to my past life son Anthony, right? To my Aquarian technical genius friend. I won't say his name online. He's asked me not to because then everybody will bombard him. with tech questions. To my parents, right? Zeus and Hera, as I call them. To every lover who I loved and lost, man, who got me to really understand the path of true love. And of course, to my gods and my goddesses, my angels, my masters, and my higher selves. Thank you, my beloved ones. Thank you, because it is now Ostara. Blessed, blessed be. Blessed Ostara, may you be blessed with all that you need this season of spring. May you be blessed with what you need before you even know you need it. That you may be reborn, that you may be revived, that you may be regenerated, that you may have your full self revealed to this world under grace and imperfect ways. An open, loving, powerful heart, a clear, wise, powerful mind, and a wise, powerful, loving, decision-making willpower to make your way through this world, to serve, to heal, to learn, to be served, to be healed, and to be the best that you can be for the well-being of all. Hail Persephone, goddess of the earth, maiden of spring, summer lady of heat, and queen of the dead in the underworld. We love you. We thank you. Welcome back above board. Welcome back above ground. And of course, she's got to be stuck on a thread, right? So there she goes. Now, while she's with her mother, she reaches down to her husband until Mabon in September, autumnal equinox. Couldn't happen any other way, my friend. Thank you, Michael. I love you all so very much. May you have the very best and the very blessed of the season. Remember, reach out if you need help. I've had several conversations today explaining the empathic piece to people, even people who know. They're like, oh yeah, right, this isn't all me. Remember to breathe. Remember to take showers when you can. Water has an electromagnetic clearing effect, but that doesn't mean it's got to make it go away. Just lets it come up easier. And remember, repression doesn't work, but neither does being possessed by it and doing crazy shit that you know isn't good for you or anybody else. So remember to breathe. Remember to rest. And remember to talk to that child in your heart, since chances are you're isolated anyway, to bring your little buddy along with you. I love you, sweetheart. And let yourself be the Demeter to the Persephone of your heart as she grows and matures into womanhood. It's lovely, lovely picture. That's them. I love you all so much. Wishing you the very best and the very blessed of the season. And say it with me, because I love saying it. Hail, farewell, blessed Ostara, and blessed, 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 blessed be. Ciao bello. Mwah.